Hello. We back. Episode 94, 100 Simple Life Truths. It's been a very interesting ride. It's been a nice ride. It's been great. Life's been amazing. Life is getting amazing. I'm a little under the weather today, but I'm still here, still staying on cold, still staying in monk mode, still staying fervent on my beliefs. Still here to give y'all what y'all need, give y'all what y'all want, and hopefully y'all tune in. Hopefully y'all feel better than me. Hopefully y'all feel better than me. I know y'all feel better than me. We about to find out what the only constant is. So stay tuned as we deep dive into what the only constant is. I haven't read this yet, so I don't know what's gonna get said. But what I do know is that I am here and I am your host and I am alive. You guys are alive. You guys are here to witness, to bear witness, the rise of my glory and the rise of your own glory. Because as I grow and as I put these videos out and as you listen to them, that's growth. So it kills two birds with one stone. It creates two greatnesses. It creates two greats, right? Because as y'all know, these videos were for me. They weren't for you guys, right? But as you guys come along for it, you might as well learn from my journey, right? You learn from my mistakes, learn from my wisdom, and hopefully one day someone else can learn from yours, right? You take the information I'm giving you and you make it your own. You live it, you understand it, you understand yourself, you understand the world. Then you can do the same thing and be able to guide the next person. I was gonna say generation, but can't say generation because some people are older than me and still learning from me. You know what I mean? So it's not necessarily the next generation, which would be the people younger than me. Um, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Today is October 21st. Tomorrow's my older sister's birthday. My older sister is a great person, man. She I think I understand her more in our later years. I didn't always understand her. Um but I do. I understand her. And you don't gotta understand somebody to love somebody, man. I love my sister. I love my family in general, man. And I haven't seen my sister in I think maybe over a year because she moved. I'm trying to remember the last time I seen her. But yeah, I look forward to seeing her one day soon. But we're gonna get right into this, see what the only constant is. And it starts off as we treat first I did say this time. It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 p.m. October 21st. October 21st. It's a Monday. We treat change like it's a big deal when it's really one of the only constants in our life. Correct. Things will always change. Some change happens quickly while others happen gradually over time, unnoticed. Needlessly, they still change. Sometimes we prompt the change, sometimes change happen and we have to adjust to it. These are things no one is immune to. We are experts at handling change, but we keep forgetting that. Correct. Correct. A lot of people say they don't like change, but things change regardless. Things don't wait for you. It's just gonna change. Life happens. Life goes on. Um, and if you look back and think about it, you've gone through so many changes as just you as yourself, right? Not to mention the things around you, but you as yourself have gone through so many changes. Every time you learn something new, you get new ideas, right? Every time something happens to you, you become a different person. We're always, I think they said every 7 years, our skin is completely changed, right? Through shedding and like, um, yeah, through shedding, I guess. I don't know the science behind that, but that's something that I heard. I could be wrong. Put in the comments if you heard about that before. Some of you watching this are in a situation you don't want to be in. It could be work, your health, or relationship, or life in general. You want to change, but can't seem to find the motivation to do so. There isn't much motivation needed when you want to change bad enough. Correct. What's the guy's name? I forgot the guy's name, but he did the motivational video where he said you gotta want it as much as you want to breathe, and then it becomes subconscious to you. Going after your goals becomes subconscious. You're going after it so much You're living it so much. You're chasing it, not necessarily chasing it, but you're going for it so much that it becomes as easy as breathing to you. It becomes as easy as breathing to you. There isn't much motivation needed when you want to change bad enough. Some have such an attachment to the familiar that those feelings trump their will to change, and thus they settle. Very well written. Very well written. Some people are so attached to what they are and who they are, but still have an idea of a change that they want to make, but their feelings of where they are now trumps or overpowers their desire to change, to be better. Because obviously, if you want to change, it's always for the better, right? It should always be for the better. But their their feeling of comfortable of waking up and doing the same mundane things every day, not putting themselves out there to have to change, is is overpowering their want to change, and then they just settle for what they are and who they are, and then they have regrets. And remember, um regrets suck. Don't live with regrets. Settling is death. Please don't settle. Please don't settle. It's best to put yourself out there, and even if you fail at the change that you want to make, even if you don't make the change, at least you tried. Try. Keep trying, keep trying. Um, Aaliyah once said, "It's at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again." Right? So keep trying, man. Never give up on the change that you want to make. Knowing that you want to make a change or have an idea that you want to make a change is already half the battle. Now you just have to get up and do it. Right? Doing the same thing every day will most likely have the same outcome every day. For outcomes to change, you need to change the things we do. Correct. You need to change the things we do. Um, it's just imperative. It's just imperative to change the things you do. And I'm real big on living the life that you want, or embodying the life that you want. You want to be a millionaire? Live like a millionaire. Start making the decisions like a millionaire would do. Have a business mind. Do things business wise, right? And that's not to say just go out and spend a bunch of money, but it's having the thought process of a business person, right? And savor your money, and just embody the lifestyle that you want, right? You want to be, I don't know, whatever your career goals is. You want to be a lawyer, start acting like a lawyer. You know what I mean? Fake it till you make it. I did that video as well. Fake it till you make it. And I mean, actually want it, actually put the work in, do the research, and get to it. Just do what you got to do. When we encourage ourselves to change for our own betterment, we're improving our ability to adapt to the ever-changing world around us. Seasons change, friendships change, passions change, beliefs change, life change. Many times those changes won't catch us off guard if we're open ourselves to seeing them coming. Correct. Correct. Always be open to change, and then when things change, you won't be caught off guard. Folks will change when they're ready. There isn't much good coming from pushing them too soon. They'll end up having a headache and a bruised friendship. On the same tip, I do urge everyone who is surrounded by people who constantly want them to change for the people who they surround themselves with. The approval you need is of your own. 1000%, 1000%. I can sit there and tell people, listen, bro, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to change this. Do it this way, do it that way, do it this way. But if you don't agree with me and you don't feel like you need to change, even if you do feel like you need to change, don't do it for me. Don't do it for the person that's telling you how to change, right? Whether you agree with them or disagree with them, right? Do it for yourself. Do it because it's something that you really want to do. It's something that you want to see within yourself. You are the most important person in the world, right? Without you, there is nothing else. Because once you cease to exist, everything else ceases to exist as well. I mean, your ideas, your thoughts, your everything comes with you, right? You won't be able to enjoy it, right? You won't be able to enjoy it. So treat yourself like your best friend. Push yourself, motivate yourself, and do everything for yourself, right? It's good to do things for other people in terms of like changing certain aspects or doing different things, but if it's not something that you want to do for you, it's gonna come from a weird place. It's gonna come from a very real place, and then say hypothetically you fail at the change you want to make that you didn't really want to make in the first place, that someone pushed you to try to change. It becomes an animosity thing, because it's like, I did this for you and I failed at it. Now I feel bad. Now I feel like a failure. I feel bad as a person. So make sure you have your own approval for everything that you do. All the changes you're setting out to make. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Every change you're setting out to make sure it's you have your approval, right? Even if it's a million people telling you to change certain things, right? They may be right, but also you need to see where it's coming from, right? Because everyone has ulterior motives. You can't have bad motives for yourself. You shouldn't have bad motives for yourself, right? You should always have your best interests at heart. Every moment is an opportunity to shed an old self to showcase the new. We evolve as people, and those evolutions are worth celebrating. If you're feeling the need to move to a new self, but feel bound to the person you once was, realize you're being held, but rather you're holding on. Realize you're not being held, but rather holding on. So let's go. Let's go. Get up and do it. Like, what are we waiting for? Like, seriously, what are we waiting for? I feel like once you get an idea, once something comes to mind that you want to do something, you just get up and start doing it. Right? The planning phase is just it's just there to discourage you. A lot of people get into the planning phase, be like, all right, I gotta do this. It seems like too much. It seems like too much. But if you just got up and just started doing it, it would be one less thing to do, right? It'll be one less obstacle in your way. So don't, of course, plan for the obstacles, but don't plan the obstacles in terms of be open to different things changing on your path, but always be on that path, regardless of any like any possibilities of failure. Just always be on that path. Be open to failure, be open to change, but always be on that path. Just always be on that path, because you waste time trying to plan things out and figure it out. You know what I mean? This is not the 80s where you had to pin out the 80s. The 90s where you had to print out your map quest before you drove from like New York to Philadelphia, whatever the case may be, right? You had to print out the map quest. We have like GPS and stuff like that. So you had to plan for your trip. It's not that anymore. Just go straight and do it. Just straight up, just get up and do it. Don't waste your time. Everything on this earth is limited. So enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey while you're on the journey, but always be on the journey. As simple as that. Um, that's all I got for this episode. And remember that on that journey, your pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding. It is the potion in which the physician within you heals your sick self. So therefore, drink the remedy in silence and tranquility. Just learn as much as you can. Some of the information you learn is going to be painful because this is a sick world. Some of the things you learn about yourself within your journey may be painful because it's hard to realize who you really are. But as long as you stay on that path, you know that yourself will never you can't harm yourself. It's so hard to harm yourself. It takes a really, really, really strong person to be able to kill themselves. To cut yourself takes a really, really strong person. Some people say that they're weak, but they're actually strong because they have to have um it has to be matter over mind, because the mind is so strong that for me personally, I can be wrong. I can't fathom the idea of hurting myself. Right? My mind and my body is always putting me in the best situation. So this is where I say life is going to be hard, things are going to happen, but trust yourself to always have the best outcome. Trust yourself to always put yourself in the best outcome. Is sometimes you got to take that leap of faith and know that things are going to work out, because they are. They are. And even if you fail that one mission, guess what? You're not dead. You can always start a new mission or restart the same mission. You just reevaluate and just jump right back into it. You know what I mean? You understand your loss, but keep going through it at the same time. Um, yeah, I think that's all I got today. I hope y'all are having a good day, a great Monday. I did not do a sidebar today because I just been my mind has just been all over the place. But we here. I love y'all, man. I hope y'all love me too.